What's going on, everybody? Real quick, I have some good news. So, it's been probably about a month since I uploaded, and trust me, I have a good reason for that. Just hold on. If you watched, or not really watched, but if you read the description of my previous video, I was actually in Arizona at the time that video went up. I went out, flew out to see my cousin. I haven't seen him for a few years. So I decided, you know what, he invited me out. I got 8 days of vacation left to burn before my review, and I would just lose it. Might as well take it, enjoy it. I needed a break anyway, so I booked a plane ticket and flew out west for a few days to see him, and I enjoyed it. Didn't exactly like the flying so much, but once I got out there, it was pretty cool. Scenic views there are amazing. It seems everybody there has some amount of money. It's incredible. There are houses built into a mountain out there, and I couldn't believe what the cost of some of those houses probably would be. Anyway, enough about me rambling. I have a couple of updates for you. So, one, about the Arizona trip, and while I was doing that talking, I'll probably put in some, well, while I was doing that talking and now this talking too, I'll probably put in some clips from Snapchat or whatever of some of the things that I did and some of the things that I saw while I was out there in the Phoenix area. But real quick, I want to give you guys an update on this. So, going back here to my spare room. Here sits my exhaust. Yes, it is still sitting here. Nothing's been taken out. Nothing's been done with it yet, and I have an explanation. So, long story short, I am incredibly busy. That was a really bad time to turn that light off. Long story short, hold on. Okay, long story short, I'm really busy at work. So the day that I came back from vacation, I immediately went from working, let's see, would have been 6 to 3, or 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday, to the day that I came back from vacation. I started working 6 to 4 every day, and having to come in from 6 to noon on Saturdays. So I went from basically working 45 hours a week to 56 hours a week, just like that. Not exactly what I would call a great welcome back from vacation, but you know, if work's got to be done, they need people to do it. I'm an extra set of hands. So, if I don't get this video up today, I might put a picture somewhere in through here of the project that I'm working on. It's massive. It was quoted at like 1,800 hours. So it's a massive project. It's a 1,500-gallon septic tank that's going to be buried. Yeah. I'll put a picture of it here if I get it tomorrow. Because I'll probably put this up. Oh, by the way, today is the 13th of May. So, just to give you guys a reference as to when this video gets posted. I'm recording this at 4:44, ironically. 4:44 on the 13th. Thursday the 13th. Kind of wish it was the 14th now, but whatever, because of the 4th. Anyway, but yeah, that's that update. So, I do have to work again this Saturday. I don't think it's going to be the full time, so I do have a car show that I want to go to this weekend in Omaha. And I am going to hope that my boss, because he'll be coming in with me, it's just he and I going to be working this time. I'm going to ask him. I have jack stands already at the shop waiting for me. I'm having another one of my coworkers bring a jack for me to use tomorrow that I'm going to put in my little area, my work area. And I'm going to take my exhaust with me on Saturday. I'll drive the Supra. And I want to make sure that it's okay with him to... switch hands here. Ow. Want to make sure it's okay with him to go ahead and start working on that. I believe the car show starts at like, I think it's like 2 or 3 in Central Time here. So I'm going to try my best to see if I can't bust it out before then. Really hoping I'm done working at 10. Not entirely sure when I would start, because my boss doesn't obviously get there at 6 like I do. So we would be in maybe an hour or so later. So at least I get to sleep in a little bit, thank God. But I'm going to see if he'll let me stay after he leaves, and after we're done working, I can start straight piping it. And then, weather permitting, of course, the show still happens, because it is supposed to rain this Saturday. How much exactly? I have no idea, or when yet, but it is supposed to rain sometime. So now that we're talking about the Supra, I do have a little bit of an update on the headlights. So I'm going to head outside and I will meet you guys there in just a second. Okay, so now that we're here at the Supra, let me just talk here for a second while I do this. So I want to say late last night, I got a new comment on the install video for the headlights. And I just want to briefly talk about this for a second. So I left a guy the detailed response as to what he was talking about, but I just want to kind of go over a few things, just so we can kind of see exactly what's going on here. So try to keep you guys out of the light because I know this is going to be blinding, but there is a metal bezel that goes around the headlight to keep it in the socket, more or less. And then, of course, there's this plastic trim that can be taken off and whatever else. But anyway, so what happened was when these headlights, or when I put these in, I took the old ones out. This aluminum bezel here fit perfectly fine around the old headlights because they were made specifically for this car. You know, size, everything was perfect. On these, they're a little bit, the lens here, the replacement housing, I guess I should say, with that retrofit the new LEDs. There's a car behind me, hold on. Okay, the new housings are a little bit bigger than the ones I pulled off. So this metal bezel here doesn't exactly fit the best. It is a little snug. It is stretching a little bit, so whenever you go to put the new housings in, hey, the fan's running. Whenever you go to put the new housings in, you will have to just, I know it's going to sound terrible, but just put it on, get each of the 4 screws started, maybe a thread, get them started a thread, and then star pattern it, and just tighten them down evenly, and it should be fine. Then, once you get, or before you do that though, if you watch the video again, you'll probably recognize I was having trouble with that headlight. Getting stuck probably about middle or so. And that was because my core support runs like this on the car. So it runs right here against the hood, tapers back here, and runs right behind the headlight. So what was going on with that is, let me pop the hood real quick actually, I might be able to see it a little better. But what was happening with that is the wiring harness, there we go, the wiring harness that connects to the actual socket of the LED itself to plug it in, you know, electrically. I really hope you can kind of see. Yeah, okay. So core support, okay, so it doesn't run how I thought it would. Never mind. But the core support runs here, and it goes right behind the headlight. So probably can't really see it too well, but the wire there. I don't think I can get my hand in there, but you can probably see it. So the wire right here below my fat finger that runs right here goes up and in to the housing, and there's a little plastic clip, kind of like the one that you see right there, kind of like the one that's right here. A little plastic clip holds that in this whole housing here, and to keep the clip in so it doesn't fall and you lose it. Well, in order to fix that, I had to kind of tuck that. So I plugged the LED in, and then obviously you have that little bit of wire hangs out from the back of the LED itself, probably about 2 inches or so. Long story short, there's too much wire for the amount of space in the housing, and the clip itself was actually hitting the core support, or the plastic clip that plugs in, that connects, or the plastic connector, I guess I should say, is what was hanging up on the core support. So if you're going to do that install, I would recommend getting rid of that clip entirely, and not even let it be on or connected to the core support anymore, and just let the wire hang loose. You can tuck it back down behind into the core support and actually pull some more slack out of it down here to get that to be less, so you don't have that issue. So that is that. I'm going to get this closed up, and then we're going to go back into the apartment because I have one more thing to talk about as an update. So I will see you guys back inside. And just like that, we're back in the apartment. So now a little bit of story behind that company too. I forgot to mention this outside. I still have not heard, and I think I mentioned this in the video. It's got to be here. Here. In this box, I still have these grommets. So these grommets will come on the housings with these little plastic clips. Oh yeah, and here's the decoders that I didn't use. So if you have an '89 Toyota Supra or anything old like that, and you're thinking about, wow, do I need the decoders? No, you do not. The only thing that does not work on my dash right now is the brights light. The little blue indicator that shows if your high beams are on, that light does not come on anymore. Other than that, no issues. But anyway, so these little plastic caps come in the housings, in the little wire. You know, I probably saw you. If you watch the install video, I kind of go through this. You can kind of see what happens. And then these little grommets fit over, or fit, I guess the housing would fit. The housing would fit kind of like this and be inside the grommet. I emailed the company as soon as I did the unboxing video and was asking them about these grommets. So they are kind of rubbery. The outside here is, you know, pretty flimsy, but this middle here, it does not stretch. It's not a hard rubber. It's just like a molded, but it's like, I mean, you could probably even see I'm having troubles even getting this little nipple out here. So, but anyway, I emailed the company asking them if there was a way to, or if these are supposed to be put back on once the LEDs are installed and stretched over it somehow to keep water out, or if they're just on there for show basically and they serve no purpose once you install them. Have not heard anything. So as far as the company goes, and I'm just going to say their name, LED Light Street, they got me this product very quickly, so I have no complaints about that. However, their marketing team, when I emailed them, or their help support, whatever, they got right back to me and they said, well, that's a really good question. I'm taking your question and I'm forwarding it immediately to our product development team, and they should get back to you shortly. They are pretty busy though, so I can't really say when they will get back to you. They'll let you know. here it is over a month later, and I still haven't heard a damn thing. So, I'm going to keep them. Worst case scenario, the LEDs get ruined, and I'm out like $180 some. So, I hope not, though. The housings themselves do have holes in them, so if there is any water that gets in them, they can be drained and evaporate pretty easily, so I'm not too worried about it too bad. However, it is nice. It would be nice to have all of that be watertight, but anyway, that is that rant over. But yeah, I would say solid. I would probably say a solid 8 out of 10 for the company and overall. It would be 10 out of 10, except I still haven't heard back from their marketing team as to what to do with those grommets. So, other than that, I mean, I recommend the product. It's working great. I could see a heck of a lot better than I could before with the old halogen bulbs. So, can't really complain about that. So, but other than that, company's great. They'll get you your stuff quick. I think they're actually having a sale. I'll actually, screw it. This isn't sponsored, but I'm going to leave a link down below. So if you guys want to, if anybody with a Mark III wants LED headlights that don't have the halo type design to them and look more like a retro style halogen bulb, check them out. You know, maybe it's something you like, maybe it's not. Who knows? Who cares? You know, I mean, I'm just going to leave the link down there. If anyone wants to use it, check them out. Go for it. If not, it's up to you. But anyway, I think that is about it. I covered the headlights, covered the exhaust, covered my vacation, and what's taking so long. Oh, yes. So, ooh, I will be right back. Hold on. That was ugly. Okay, well, anyway, back to what I was saying. So, what was I saying? Oh, right. So, I'm sure you've probably seen some of my Supra shirts that I've worn in other videos. Mostly I'm just wear TCU stuff because it's what I've got. It's purple. I love purple. Sorry, don't hate. I do have a couple of Supra shirts though. Hell, I think this is one of them right here. Oh, maybe not. Nope, that ain't a Supra shirt. Is this a Supra shirt? That is a Supra shirt. So here's one of them. Anyway. Yes, I do have just laundry sitting right there. It needs folded. It's clean. I did that last time I was home. Same with this. It's clean. Just needs folded. It's been sitting there probably a week now. Don't judge. Okay. Anyway, so I do have a few Mark III Supra shirts, but I wanted to buy some more. Problem is, since the last time I bought Supra shirts, there are really no new ones that I like the design of on the front or the back, whichever it has. I don't really like the designs on the one or two new ones that have come out in the last year since I bought, 4 or 5 of them. So I thought, crap, I have a Mark III sitting in my garage. Let me just make some. So I went onto a handy little website and I made a contest for designers who make t-shirts to say, okay, here's what I'm looking for. And I posted a couple reference pictures of the 7M, the GTE that's in the car, as well as a couple of other ones that are modified, turbo hanging off the big turbo hanging off the side, painted valve covers and all that kind of stuff. I guess it'd be cam covers, but exposed, whatever. Anyway, enough of my rambling. So I made a contest and had 122 entries, into that contest. Some of them, very few of them, had absolutely nothing to do with the Mark III, the Supra, or even a car in general. Had nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing. But anyway, so that contest ran from not this last Sunday, but the previous Sunday, over a week ago. And I started it then, and the final day for the contest, because it was a 10-day contest, ended yesterday. I ended up picking 4 winners, and I don't know if my shirt's big enough here, but I'm going to actually post pictures of the 4 winners right across here. So here in the very near future, once I get all of the copyright and transfer files, everything officially switched over and full ownership of everything, I'm going to be taking them to a place, to quote, to have those shirts printed. And at some point here, I'm going to actually be wearing those shirts just personally. Now, here's where things start to get a little interesting. So, I have my own shirts that are 100% mine. They will be 100% mine. They're not yet. They will be 100% mine. They'll be copyrighted. I guess you could say copyrighted. I don't know if you can copyright a shirt, but anyway. They will be mine. I can print them. Multiple of them. And I'm thinking that at some point, 1 or 2, or if not all of them, if they're cool enough, become part of a merch line. But I need to know, and of course this is, I'm thinking long term here. Some of them are gonna be, there's one of them that's gonna be about the 2J, or the motor that came in the Mark IV Supra. And then there's a few of them there at the Mark III. There's one that I really think is going to stand out. And if I put the pictures up here on my chest, and you can see what they're going to look like when they're printed, it's whichever one of these is here that has the Mark III with the Chinese or the Japanese writing on it that says speed. And it's got I think it's Tokyo city skyline in the back, and the Supra's going face on like this. That one I like the most. That one I know is probably going to be part of the merch line. But in order for that to happen, I got to have some more subs. I got to have some more views. I got to have people that are wanting to get the shirt. Not only because it's supporting me, but yet at the same time, it's genuinely a cool shirt. So with that being said, guys, I'm not quite done with this video yet. There's one more thing I got to do first for this big, massive, long update video. Probably not going to edit a whole ton of this. I don't think I paused too much in between sentences, so I won't have to take any of that out. So apologies if this video is very long, but I do just want to say and give a big thank you to my cousin Ty and his new wife Kayla. They've only been married now. This year, I believe, will be 2 years? 2 years? 2 years, I think. Yeah, 2-year anniversary. So, congratulations, guys. Early 2-year anniversary. That's a big one. Obviously, many more to come. And thank you again very much for having me. I thoroughly enjoyed my time in Arizona, there in Phoenix. And to the both of you, thank you very much for letting me come, Kayla, especially you. I hope I wasn't too much trouble. But I thoroughly enjoyed my time there. Thank you guys for having me. And I really hope to come out again sometime. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Long update video, I know. Trust me. If you guys stayed till the end, drop a like button. And leave a random comment down below. I don't care what it is, but let me know you guys made it to the end of the video. And with that being said, I have a lot of work to do in the near future on the car, on my business. Oh, I don't think I mentioned that. I'll leave that for another video. Anyway, guys, peace out. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment down below. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit it already. Hit that notification bell as well so you guys know when I upload. Whenever I upload. I gotta get better at that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching again. Peace out, and I will see you in the next video.